March 31st was a kickoff of CinemaCon, which had high-profile guests such as James Gunn and the cast of the upcoming Superman. And while we didn't get to see Big Blue's highly anticipated trailer, we were treated to this gem. Where do I even begin? Welcome to the Review Desk. I'm Desmond Keck, and today we'll discuss if remakes have gotten out of hand. Disney pretty much kicked off the entire Western animated industry with the release of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. In the 90s, the Renaissance period confirmed they were still a big deal. Almost every year, a Disney entry was nominated for Best Animated Feature, and they usually won. Whether they deserved it or not is debatable. In fact, it came as a total surprise when they didn't win. But somewhere along the way, the magic died. Disney decided to remake many of their animated films from different eras, kicked off by 2015's Cinderella. To be fair, it was a pretty good film as far as remakes go. It had a talented cast, was updated in certain areas to add more depth, all the while still respecting the heart of the original.
I forgive you.
It's no wonder it became a critical and commercial success, which motivated Disney to remake more of these films. Aside from a few bangers, the results were disappointing. The remakes felt like pale imitations, and every time they did try to be different, it just served as proof that the new simply doesn't live up to the splendor of the old. Take for instance the new songs written for some of these remakes. None of them came close to the power and creativity of the originals, and putting them side by side in the same film is an unavoidable reminder of this. It was only a matter of time until other studios started following suit. Enter How to Train Your Dragon. I personally always felt that DreamWorks lacks the heart and is more in the business of making money than telling good stories, and their first attempt at a live-action remake proves this. How to Train Your Dragon came out in 2010. I don't know if there's an arbitrary time frame to wait till a remake, but 15 years just seems too soon. To make things worse, DreamWorks is already planning a sequel, one that's being promoted before the first movie is even out. This is seriously getting out of hand. And to be fair, Disney is no better. The studio is remaking Lilo & Stitch, a movie that originally came out in 2003. Now, let me be clear. I love Stitch. I love the character. I've seen all the movies. I even love the teaser trailers where he crashes other Disney movies. I used to own a Stitch plush that was proudly displayed on my desk. My wife and I originally subscribed to Disney Plus for our kids, but when I found out that the entire Lilo & Stitch TV show was on there, I told them kids to go touch grass until I'm done. I'm a die-hard Stitch fan, and as a die-hard Stitch fan, I have to say, this is wrong.
This is wrong.
It's way too early for a remake, and honestly, like most of the remakes, it's unnecessary. One prominent argument studios like to make in defense of remakes is that they're a way to share the magic of the originals with modern, younger audiences and give them the same thrills we had when we watched the originals as kids. I get that. I mean, 1983's Scarface is a famous film, to the point that when MTV Cribs was still around, every rapper's house featured a poster of Scarface. But it's a remake of the 1932 film, albeit updated to the times. We wouldn't have classics like The Mummy without the original Universal monster films, and there are a ton of American remakes of Asian films like The Ring, Old Boy, and The Departed. Even Disney's own 1994 Jungle Book remake was different enough from the original to warrant its existence. And it was fun. But the counter-argument weighs much stronger. Newer generations deserve their own legends instead of being the leftovers from before. Imagine this. What if Gene Roddenberry decided that instead of creating Star Trek, he'd remake Buck Rogers? What if George Lucas didn't bother creating Star Wars and just remade Flash Gordon? What if Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird decided to remake an existing property? Then the world would never know the awesomeness of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't want to live in a world where Cowabunga doesn't have the power it has today. Disney's stable is impressive, but it is finite. The fact that they're remaking titles like Lilo and Stitch indicates they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, and so are other studios. Which begs the question, what will Disney do when they run out of films to remake? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.